think the answer is yes. I think Yan Yan is very proficient with this choke. I won't be surprised if Yan Yan tries to pull something later. Maybe go for Zapnu right away. I mean, that's also DD No Limit.
And look at this Zapnu just waiting here for the brush, trying to see if they can, if he can get a pick off on Cyclops or probably an Angela. I don't really think he can take down the Chow just because he's too mobile and too tanky at the same time. So let's see.
And there's still a long ways to go. And both teams still have power like this. Diane just went out like a bubble.
Look at this. What a play coming out from YOLO. Chef Duty Forever. They popped him like a pimple. Oh my goodness. OBS Gaming just playing out of their minds.
OBS Gaming, absolutely beautiful two-man bump there from the Hurricane Dance. Just goes to show how good YOLO is on this Akai.
He caught two people. He trapped them in the same spot. Jeff Duty Forever went for that clothesline.
Clothesline?
That was a clothesline. Don't get me wrong, that was a spinning clothesline.
Exactly, like clothesline to hell. He just got smashed.
After that.
So far so good for OBS Gaming. They're keeping up the tempo, which is exactly what they need. Like I said earlier, if you get ahead with a composition like this, you will have a very good time. This is a composition that shouldn't be ahead, but right now they are.
It is technically a tempo game after you're getting caught out. Let's see, Jana. Zapnu Unstoppable Force will hit him, but he will get out with the steel cables.
Oh, my dear Lord!
But still, Jeff Duty Forever, it doesn't change the fact that he goes down. Akai here, YOLO. Let's see if he has the 1,000-pounder to get out. Yes, he will get out.
All right, so just one casualty here for OBS Gaming allows...
I think two.
Oh, two, right. There you go. The Grok and Saber. Again, small casualties here for OBS Gaming. They do still have the lead, but slowly but surely, DD No Limit starting to climb up in the tempo game as well as the gold. The gold's not that far ahead. At 7.5 minutes, that gold's very negligible.
And the tempo game is quite real for the side of DD, for the side of OBS Gaming. And they get another kill on the Angela, just utilizing YOLO's ultimate time after time. When it's off cooldown, they will actually get a kill. And Zapnu on the backlines, they know that Zapnu can escape them without the immobilization coming out from the Cyclops. So they went for YOLO, but YOLO is just way too tanky for them.
Yeah, that's right. And YOLO just super strong there, able to just sustain the onslaught that DD No Limit was trying to do. That was a very good try for DD No Limit. It's just that OBS Gaming, they seem to be very used to taking blows like this from their enemies.
Chico will get that jungle creep. Let's see. I mean, for OBS Gaming here, they're not really in a rush to finish this. They're just trying to see if the pick-offs are getting their taste of or DD No Limit are getting their taste of punishment in terms of them asking for skirmishes or a full-blown team fight. They just want to punish, and I'm liking what I'm seeing from the side of DD OBS Gaming, because if they're not going to fight the skirmish, they're gonna go for the pickups.
Oh my dear Lord, Zapnu going hard on the Geo. He gets locked down though. Angelo plays counterplay by Geo.
And look at that, Zapnu just scratching his head, and that is the punishment we all expected.
Oh my God, Jeff Duty Forever gets stuck between the rock.
I am not feeling it in my bones anymore.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
DD No Limit looking like they're coming back from the grave. And that's just because of the overly aggressive plays here by OBS Gaming around the map.
Yeah. They can fight this, but at the same time, if you're going to go in there, just be cocky and just expect an Angela to hand herself over to you. You are going to have a hard time, or you are going to die like that.
That's right. And right now, DD No Limit, they do have control of the Lord area. If they want to make something happen, this is the time to do it. And right now, they look like they just want to bait it out.
Oh, and YOLO here going in, but look at that ultimate trapping two.
Beautiful!
Sides of the
What?
ultimate.
That-
Wow! YOLO
What?
just playing out of his mind.
In my days of casting Mobile Legends, that is the first time I've ever seen that happen. Two people caught in a hurricane dance on the opposite sides. And because of that, Ops Gaming, they suddenly have control. They go for the Lord. There's no answer for DD No Limit whatsoever.
They didn't really get caught instantaneously. They had the time to actually get out. The ulti was popped, and Zapno here just doing Zapno things. I think this is it. The Lord will be caught out, and Lord will be slain. Sacrificing himself for the Lord.
What is that? Wow, that was...
Giving it all up for the Lord.
Oh my God, he just went all out and paid dividends apparently. So, still, DD No Limit, they still have the tempo game. They still have the ability to take down towers. They can get some gold from this.
And Yan, they are trying to get in the middle lane. Let's see. DD No Limit here. They are pretty much trying to end this game, but the Lord is now out. Everyone from OBS is alive. They can actually turn this into an opportunity to win this game.
Absolutely. They still have some chances. Again, that sacrifice from your boy definitely made a big difference.
I can not feel it in
Semi,
the
can you still feel it,
No.
Semi? Even
After
by
that,
even a little bit?
After that Angela kill, it seems
come
my
on.
boy lost all his
Your boy lost.
my boy lost all of his swag
Yeah,
when
the
he
crowd.
went out for that.
Man, the crowd's super silent right now. They're anticipating. And right now, YOLO! He caught the jawhead.
And Daniel getting caught out. The Alpha here trying to fight this out and trying to run away, but Angela with the support. And look at that. All the armor has been burnt out. Akai will go down, but still on
Oh my God.
on the bottom lane, it's going to be Fanny getting that tower. So they lost nothing there.
Exactly. DD No Limit, they're winning the fights that they want to get, but they're still losing the map to Ops Gaming. That's something you really have to take into consideration, because even though they're winning the skirmishes, look at that goal. Ops Gaming still quite ahead.
And considering here that the Grok is nearing the mid-game or the late-game phase, I think OBS Gaming needs to rush a bit, just because I don't really think that the Grok will have a certain amount of impact in the coming minutes of the game. Because, I mean, the Grok is strong in the early game, or mid-game, but come in late game, I don't really feel him anymore.
Yeah, you don't feel it yet, Mr. Krabs, but that's okay. Maybe that can work out for them in different phases of the game. Maybe later on in the game when Zapnu gets all of his items, if they can survive this, they can definitely make some really big play happen. Even if the Grok gets under level, you know? I think they still have some form of ability to just dominate. Because again, they still own pretty much like 60% of the map. That's saying something, Butters.
That's saying something indeed. And if you see it, you have this Cyclops, you have the Alpha, you have the Joyet. You need more items for them to be effective into the late game. I mean, they have this certain early to mid game capability to fight, but in terms of the lineup here of Ops Gaming, you can't really expect to win if you don't have your skills, your items, and everything. And Yan might actually lose. Oh my goodness, what happened there?
What? They just slipped, and they lost another member without any consequences.
And Chico, get trapped. Oh, no one went in. No one went in.
Yeah, I think they were gonna try to, but again, Ops Gaming catching the very small mistakes of DD No Limit so easily. He's gotta wonder what happened to DD No Limit. Did something? Did it switch? Well, it switched like fall apart or something. Because right now, they're just playing so passively.
I do agree with that. Rockhart and Pakbet here. They just try to push the towers. All tier 2 towers here, or turrets here, for the side of DD No Limit is down. There is no way to go but up. OBS Gaming here, they just need one more tier 3 tower and the throne will be open.
And that is going to be a big problem here for DD No Limit. They had such strong tempo. Where did all that go? And OBS Gaming just answered it very well with fights of their own. But right now, things are starting to heat up. as Jeff Cutie Forever gets caught out between members of DD No Limit.
He will just get out. I mean, he doesn't really need to fight that. I mean, considering that there are few of their acts scattered all over the map. But here comes Daniel, Yan, and Jana. They are gonna get caught out. And look at Zapno. Zapno just using the wall place advantage. And the wall placement here, he is using it to its full potential. Let's see what will happen. Yan trying to go for Zapno. Zapno here, back at half-life.
Man, can you believe that's the power of this Fanny as well. A lot of life just goes back. That's why Fanny can do those 1v4s if he wants to. If he's strong enough, that life steal is just tremendous. That's something that they can make work for themselves. And let's see if Zapnu can utilize all that as they go for the Lord.
Wow. I mean, considering that DD No Limit doesn't really have the tempo right now. They're on the side of Obsidian Gaming.
Yeah.
It seems like DD No Limit wants to literally contest this Lord.
Yeah, and they're just going back over and over and just playing passively and reacting to what OBS is doing. And speaking of reacting, look at this Lord take.
Oh my goodness, the Lord almost down. Let's see what will happen. The Rock will get the Lord. Jeff Cutie Forever inside of all enemy heroes. Let's see if he will survive. Yes, he will. He has the immortality. Zapnu going for Yan. Yan showed here. Going down.
Oh, the 1v4!
Very
the 1v4!
No 1v4s for you, my friend.
He had the opportunity, but he decided to just back off. And I think that's maturity. I think that's a sign of growth here on the side of OBS Gaming, wherein earlier we were talking about this is what OBS Gaming does. They get a lead, they get cocky, and they drop the ball. Right now, Zapnu, he had the chance to fight 1v4. He just pulled back. That's very smart.
I mean, for Zapnu here, he wants to be the best. And I think this is the only thing that stops him from claiming that title. If he wins the first MPL tournament in Manila, that is going to say a lot of things for the meta and for him in the coming months or years.
Yeah, and that can set you up for international success. But before we get there, we have to get over the hurdles first. And DD No Limit, they still have the chance to do this if they can find the right target, if they can just stop going hard like this.
And look at that. Let's see what will happen. Daniel here is trying to fight Zapnu.
Oh, right now he's going on the back line.
On the other side. The wall even blocking them out. What happened there?
Oh my god. They just fell apart there.
He's trying to fight this, but look at that. He goes down. 3 casualties here for the side of DD No Limit.
That was
for the side of OBS Gaming, rather.
Yes, that was a very clean fight for DD No Limit. But why did OBS Gaming do that? I think they wanted to go for the tower. Once they got their objective, they just wanted to disengage, but they got caught by surprise by DD No Limit. At the same time, bottom tower also fell.
They wanted to ride the momentum. They wanted to go push with the Lord. But the Lord isn't really gonna go and, just let them be able to run over the No Limit. The No Limit can fight.
What a bad...
Limit can fight.
Absolutely. That was such a bad play, a bad mistake here. Again, DD No Limit, they know they still have chances. They have the ability to make pickoffs. They're using it. They're using it to its full potential. It's just that OG's just so far ahead. Let's see if they can make that a non-thing. Because it doesn't matter at this point in the game. 90 minutes, by the way, Butters. We're just way too far into the fight. And that goal lead doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah.
It's more of the tempo and how well your team is performing in terms of goal. In terms of items.
This is turning into a super late game match. Look at our net worth.
We're nearing 56K. Are they gonna try to set another record? I think the longest record we had for the regular season was at 38 minutes. I don't know. The way things are looking, this looks like a possibility for that.
And with the game that DD No Limit is playing, with their coordination, with their synergy, with their chemistry, I think they can win this. They have a chance to win this. Ops Gaming here, they just need to like wait out a bit, just try to see if DD No Limit here will commit a mistake. Bank on that, you have the better experience for both of the teams, so use that to your advantage.
Exactly. I think DD No Limit, they have, again, I keep saying this before, over and over again, DD No Limit, they have some bullets in their guns. They just need to know where the target is and when to pull the trigger. I think they still have a comeback opportunity here because, again, at this point, I'm actually impressed that DD No Limit, the goal is not that far. But right now, though,
I think they're trying to like fight 1v1 or 5v5 here on the bottom lane, but still, look at that. Brock here trying to soak up a lot of damage. Saber here with the flying swords, but still it won't be enough. I mean, they could get the tower. They chipped out a lot of HP from the heroes of DD No Limit here, and Zapdu getting chased, but still the steel cables actually will let him escape.
That's a big factor as well. That's why DD No Limit's having such a hard time picking off the fights that they want to. Basically, the steel cables are just way too hard to lock down, especially Zapdu already has the immortality locked down as well. It's becoming so hard to get him. Again, he's one of the most important members in terms of DPS for OBS Gaming. I think DD No Limit is just trying to find him over and over again.
They need to create space for the Zapnu Fanny. I mean, Zapnu Fanny here can get crossed out by the Cyclops with the mobility. But if OBS Gaming there, the supporting cast can actually provide that space, I really do think that they can actually end this right now.
And there is a possibility for that, but right now though, they are engaging on the fight. Chico caught in a bad position, forces the Angela ultimate, but he still goes down.
And look at this, Zapnu on the backline trying to take down their Angela. But Zapnu will just get out. He doesn't really care. And Jeff Kitty ever going for the chase. And Dian trying to go 1v1 with Daniel, and Daniel falling very, very low. Zapnu getting caught out with that flash, that rope, but won't get binded by it. And Saber going in for the Angela. Angela goes down. Let's see what will happen next.
Oh
and
my God, Yan Yan.
I think he is dead.
Yeah, Yan Yan just trying to survive at that point, but the rest of your team is already gone. This looks like a first game victory for OBS Gaming.
And just like what we expected from them, OBS Gaming, they didn't really get the 5-man kill inside the Clash for Zapnu. But I mean, it actually surprised me that DD No Limit can actually go head-to-head with OBS Gaming.
Yeah, that was actually super surprising because how were they able to just sustain that long against OBS Gaming, which again we were going over and over, has so much ability to destroy teams. I mean, is this a sign that OBS Gaming might be suffering here a little bit, or is this a sign that DD No Limit is just upping their game to survive? But still, victory goes to OBS Gaming, no doubt about it.
OBS Gaming is a very chill team. You can't really say that they actually put everything in it. They know that their enemies are one of the low bottom 4, so you don't really need to effort a lot. But I mean, you need to bring your A game, but you can really put it effortlessly like that. But I mean, I think they overestimated themselves. They need to get back to their comfortable playstyle, not be cocky or anything, and just play their game. Who knows? They might actually win the next game.
I mean, just goes to show, DD No Limit, we've been going over it like for a few times. They have the ability to take team fights if they wanted to. Sometimes they became hesitant. At some point of the game, they just became super reactive to everything that OBS was doing. Going for the Lord. Okay, they're doing a Lord. Let's go follow them. Right now, let's watch some highlights from that fight. Again, one of the first fights initiated by Zapnu, and on the bottom lane as well. Gave their team so much tempo, and they just repeated that over and over again this fight.
And with just one pick off, it was enough to take down the game. I mean, even the Lord didn't stop DD No Limit from pushing back or holding back OBS Gaming. But with just one pickoff, look at how fragile or intricate this game is.
Exactly. I mean, it was on a nice edge for a long period of time. They reached more than 20 minutes game time, basically longest so far for today, and they just made it work. They just made OBS Gaming work for their win. They didn't just hand over the win to them. They made them work so hard, and I think that's a good sign for DD No Limit.
That is a good sign for them. Don't worry about it. But still, DD No Limit, they still have a chance. This is the best of 3 series. Let's see if they can take this and force it into Game 3, or will OBS Gaming be part of the 2-0 club?
The 2-0 club. That's something I want to be a part of. If I'm one of these teams fighting for 5 million pesos, again, on the line, we have a lot more Mobile Legends games for these teams. Again, we have to look at the reset factor. Will these teams have resets in their ability, in their toolkit? That's going to be something that has to be answered later. And I think so far, OBS Gaming, they kind of patched up some holes in their defense.
Yeah. And I think they need to bring their A game. I mean, for the regular season, you still have slots. You need to fight for it. They got top 2. But they weren't really as polished as now.
Exactly.
I think they made the game easier, or they studied the game much more. I think they have more understanding now. Look at their play styles. They're actually relying on each other.
Exactly. That was beautiful.
Rather than having this certain setup that they need to fight alone or just do what they can and not rely on anyone, because they know that they are very skilled players.
Because I think right now, OBS Gaming, they kind of matured compared to what they did in the regular season, which is why they're pretty much just second. Even though they're second, they're pretty far in terms of record against either main, because they kind of had holes. They had weaknesses. I think they pretty much answered those. It's a good sign from OBS Gaming. They didn't, like earlier, I mentioned earlier, the way that Zapdu had the 1v4 opportunity, he wasn't safe. He held himself back.
Yeah.
That's very important.
If this was the regular season, that could have been a 1 versus
That was going to be a 1v4, for sure.
Going to be a 1v4.
For sure.
But,
and I think that's signs of growth for OBS Gaming, and still signs of growth as well for DD No Limit for making the game last that long.
Yeah. And I mean, let's see. I'm kind of excited for OBS Gaming, what they will show us in Game 2. Will they show us another Fanny, or they'll just go straight for Gushon or Lancelot? Who knows?
I mean,
maybe we could even get a Vexana from OBS Gaming. Yeah.
Are you
not White Rascals? So
probably not. White Rascals, again, if you just joined us, they showed up in the first match of the day against either main. They pulled out Vexanas on both of those matches. Those games, they got demolished. But again, that kind of goes to show maybe meta is what works for a lot of these teams right now.
And we just had this huge patch change. So, I mean, yeah.
The patch change kind of favors physical damage dealers. So maybe that's something that can be, maybe some of our teams change that up a bit. We won't know yet, because again, we're basically halfway through the day, and there's just so much more Mobile Legends action to be had. Let's go over to the draft for the second game. This is Game 2 for DD No Limit versus OBS Gaming. Let's see what these teams have to offer. DD No Limit, very smartly, banning out the Fanny right off the bat.
They don't want any of it already. They know that Zapdo can play this certain Fanny playstyle that only he can do. Lancelot, on the other hand, wow, they actually banned it out rather than give it to Zapdo. Well, they don't have the first pick. They don't really have the first pick, so might as well ban it.
Is banning.
Yeah, and again, that Cho, definitely ban-worthy. Cho is basically banned half the time in this tournament so far. just because of
Your
how
team
well
is picking.
and how easy it is for Cho to isolate and pick fights for their own.
I think it's going to be a cushion for OBS Gaming here. But what will DD No Limit do? Will they contest that? Will they secure that? Or will they actually get a counter pick for it? Will they prefer for it? We don't know.
I think it's very smart for DD No Limit to just
Oh.
try to counter pick OBS Gaming, because
The enemy
if you take
is
away the
picking.
power picks, there's more room for your team to make something happen. And I think DD No Limit, they kind of realize that if we don't get this Hellcurt, I am like 90% sure OBS Gaming would have taken that.
He's gonna go for Gushon. This is one of his favorite heroes.
Your team is picking.
Akai, on the other hand, let's see what will happen. This is going to be a Hellcurt versus Akai matchup.
There's still a lot to answer here in terms of who is going to be the main tank for DD. I think if you have a Hellcurt, you need a solid tank to sustain, because Hellcurt, in substitution to the Hayabusa, I think, as a split pusher, very, very important.
Very, very important indeed. And it's going to be a Martis and a Jawhead. Probably two of the best fighters in our current meta today. Pakbet here, on the other hand, will get that Akai.
The
He can
enemy
actually
is
stop the
picking.
people over here. Like, I mean, stop with them, hold them in their tracks. Probably a Lolita coming in with a Union Strike.
Yeah, possibly. Like, especially Lolita is pretty solid. Lolita has been used so extensively by OBS Gaming, so I'm absolutely
Your
not
team
surprised
is
at all.
picking.
I'm actually a bit more surprised that DD No Limit going for the double assassin composition right out the bat. They're lacking, they only have the Jawhead. What will they do to supplement that? Let's find out.
It is a Num Blast. I mean,
Numinum Blast.
Num Blast.
Numinum.
And Chico actually getting that high loss, that glorious pathway, is actually a good way of stopping you from getting caught out inside inside the Akai's ultimate and getting trapped there.
Yeah, and the Glorious Pathway can
enemy
also
is
allow the rest of the DD No Limit squad to get to the back line, which is Zapnu and Kagura. That's going to be a lot easier to do. And right now, though, what is this? Is this Roger being hovered over by OBS Gaming? Apparently not.
Let's see. Alpha? Will they
So-
go for the
so-
Alpha?
Yeah, I think that might be a bit more start. I think that's smarter because they don't have a split pusher yet. This Alpha is absolutely going to be locked in. If not someone else who's good at split pushing, there you go. Saber for the split push for OBS Gaming. That wraps up their lineup. Again, on the other side, we have a double tank setup with the Jawhead and the Hylos, followed with two assassins and the mage. I mean, that's something to take note of, man.
I mean, it really takes time for, it really takes a good Akai to lock down a Harley. So what I like their adjustment, they just went straight for the Saber. You know what? Just get it.
Yeah, I mean,
Go for the triple sweep. Then probably it's a very good setup. It's a sure setup for the Harley.
yeah, I think the Saber is also a perfect answer for the Hellcurt, since most likely the Hellcurt is going to be sent to do the split pushing on the top lane. It's good to have a Saber who has lockdown. So if we're fighting, for example, I'm a Saber and I'm a Hellcurt, I can fight, I can triple sweep. If someone ganks, that's a dead Hellcurt.
Yeah. And I mean, if it's a Hellcurt and Saber matchup, like what you said, if someone goes for the rotation, there's this certain catch that can actually go for that Hellcurt.
Yep.
And Hellcurt is a very slippery hero.
It is.
It is, like, it can get in and out, but with the triple sweep, if you go there, it won't be a waste of time.
Exactly.
You don't really have to put in much. You don't really have to use the Akai ulti to catch him out. And it's the same thing as the Harley.
Same thing, absolutely. So do you agree that the Hellcurt is going to be the most instrumental part of winning in terms of the DD No Limit squad?
Yeah.
If they can make the Hellcurt work.
Yeah. If they can make the Hellcurt work, I think the Gushon here will just get popped. Even the Kagura. I mean, it's all about mobility. If you can reach the back line, especially with the high loss.
Whoa! All right, now anyway, we're back in the land of Dawn, though, loaded up into the fight. Game 2 for DD No Limit versus OBS Gaming. It is currently a 1-0. Let's see if DD No Limit can make it an even fight, or will OBS Gaming run away and join the 2-0 club, as Butter said. Let's find out.
Let's see, Jana here is trying to get that neutral cap. I mean, dealing damage. But for the side here of OG, they're not really rushing anything. I mean, on the bottom lane, they will try to actually get a kill. Hylas is there, they're waiting for them, and Zapno here just dealing damage with those scissors.
So this is looking like OBS Gaming, their main focus is just try to keep Zapno alive. But will that happen right now as DD No Limit? They try to take up fight for themselves. They're actually quite surrounded. If they don't get out in time, they could be in a bad position. But right now, Gio and Chico just going to be forced back into the tower.
Yeah, and Chico here will just go back. And where did Chico go? He went back into base.
Oh, wow.
Zapno going in for the first blood. Zapno here tries to run away, but he gets chased by Yanyan and Daniel. But Jeff Beauty Forever tried to save his buddy. But still, the scissors won't really do much damage, and he will get out.
And the moment that Zapno found a low HP target, he dove into it. That kind of goes to show that's Zapno for you, making all the fun plays when it matters.
He is a very risky player. I mean, it has calculated risks in a way, but at times, there's just this bomb. There's just this bomb that actually pops, and you don't really know what's happening to Zapno. He just goes in, probably lives, probably dies, but most of the time, he lives.
Exactly. And that's just the power. That's why he's such a highly regarded player. And on the other side, DD No Limit, they're actually putting up such a good fight, keeping the goal pretty much steady despite losing out initially on those kills. But again, it's going to be a question of how well can Zapno as a Gushen perform, and how well can the Helkert carry the DD No Limit squad as well.
Swear to God, if Zapno secures this turret and end the squad, DD No Limit is in the word of hurt.
Dark Knight falls.
Dark Knight falls. Helkert here trying to help. Look at that. What's going to happen? They're going to be slain by that Harley. They want more. They want to get Zapno. Glorious Pathway will be thrown out, but let's see what will happen. Oh my goodness, ejector here. And Lolita actually
wow.
Wow! Jeff Cutie Forever tried to run away, but still 1,000 pounder has been used already. I don't really think he can get out. And that is a 2-4-1. 2-4-0 to be honest.
Yeah, and of course, Tower almost traded here by OBS Gaming. They did lose out a lot on that, but they tried to answer with a tower take. Also, DD No Limit, they answered with their own. Can Bakbet defend this? Apparently, he cannot. So I really love what DD No Limit kind of did there. They kind of forced OBS Gaming to fight, even though they were undermanned, because it was a turtle. It was very important for OBS Gaming to just stay there and not let it become a free turtle. But man, DD No Limit, they stole that turtle. They turned the tides. They now have the goal lead, man.
I mean, if you get the third, then you should have this certain goal lead, but to be honest, it isn't that big. It's only like 400 gold from 300, and with that, I think we're now tied up for the network.
Exactly. Absolutely curious. I'm actually super curious that OBS Gaming, they have this ability to macro, right? I think that's one of their main powers as well. And DD No Limit, they just know how to pick fights. And it's going to be a bit of a clash on the way, the play styles in which these teams get advantages. Whoa! Fast kill there for OBS Gaming. They get another one in their belt and the tower to boot.
Even taking down the Joe,
Team destroyed a turret.
How strong is Lushon?
I mean, to be fair, there were a lot of members in OBS Gaming's table there. Even though it was under tower, I think they overestimated the ability of the tower to take a kill. I think so far DD No Limit, they're finding answers again. They were super proactive earlier, but now they're starting to get forced back into a reactive phase.
You destroyed a turret.
Let's see, enemy turret has been destroyed. All the tier 1 turrets is now down for the side of DD No Limit. Wow, look at that, up gaming.
And right now though, OBS Gaming, just like that, they bumped their lead up to almost 2K. But still, even though there is a lead for OBS Gaming, I'm kind of still hesitant because the Hellcurt is just getting so much free time alone, without dying, without any pressure. So maybe DD No Limit, they could possibly eat out the victory here.
Yeah, and looking at YOLO here, he's just on his Lolita. Let's see.
Damage
Akai and
Giants.
Lolita, it's a very good combination. We've seen it time and time again in the regular season. I didn't really see it for the past few games, but here comes the aggression coming up from YOLO. And Jeff Cutie forever gets thrown out in the middle of everything. And Zapsu, he's trying to burst him down, but no avail. And they will just get out.
Yeah, that's a very tanky Hellcurt. YOLO gets thrown in from the back. Ejector makes a short work of him, and YOLO goes down. One more kill for DD No Limit.
And that is going to be the Lolita. YOLO goes down. Wow. And Jeff Cutie forever using his ultimate to just get out. Daniel here on the middle lane, just following his Martis companion.
Right now, though, I think DD No Limit, they're looking like in a really comfortable position still. Even though the goal lead is just 1K. Right now, though, look at that. Geo gonna get caught out. Triple sweep. Enables another kill for DD No Limit. And they're now just chasing off Zapdo. He goes down to Deadly Poison Stingers. And OG.
Oh, two-man stun. Union Blast. Let's go. YOLO here trying to fight this out, but no damage coming out from Zapdo. There's no damage coming out from anyone. That was a wasted opportunity.
Again, this is just OG playing so inefficiently so far that I can't believe this is happening. OBS Gaming, DD No Limit, still getting pressured. It's so even right now. I can't believe my mind. Both carries are actually still super strong, and both carries still have the ability to make picks. Both teams still have the ability to make picks.
And here comes GG. He's pretty much trying to control the fight for his team. But to be honest, if you look at the heroes here of OBS Gaming, they're being very, very aggressive because they know that they have the mobility.
Exactly. I think that's the aggressiveness that the DD No Limit should have. Right now, though, Jeff Cutie forever. He caught the jawhead just in time, in the right place. No one to answer on the other side. And that's another kill for OBS Gaming. Slowly, signs of life coming in from them.
Oh, and here comes the door. They are trying to get it. They are trying to finish this game quite early. And I think it's a proper way to do it. It's the proper way to do it. You need to get as much as resources and as much help as you can. If it is possible, then just go for the tower. No contests coming here for the side of DD No Limit, and they can just go back.
So while all this is happening, we're getting split pushed here by the Hellcurt, and DD is just fighting with one man down as well. Let's see if they will go for it. The Lord is very low though. Geo looking like in a bad position.
And Lord has been slain. DD No Limit will get it, but YOLO here to try and fight. They're trying to actually get something from this. Kagura will go down. Let's see who will go down next. Hylos goes down as well. Jeff Cutie forever trying to run away, but Charlie will get the kill on Akai. That is a 3-for-1.
Alright, right now though, DD No Limit, they are going in. They're going to start barreling in, and I don't blame them. They can do it.
They can do it right now.
Team destroyed a
They're
turret.
being very, very dominant into this game. And Chico is going to the backside. He's trying to kill the creeps, then probably get the tower for a bit. But he just gets out.
I think they did. Right now though, OBS Gaming, for a change, they're the ones getting stuck inside their base. And right now,
turret has been
they have
destroyed.
a lot more of the map control is going over DD No Limit,
Yeah.
man.
But I mean, let's see. If Obs Gaming is the better team, I think they can make something happen. I think they can make something happen.
Oh, look at this, Chico, 1v1 against Zapnu. Goodbye, Zapnu. Here comes a new hero in town. Although the rest of the Ops Gaming team, they answer back, and everyone starts falling apart.
Kagura trying to get out, but still the umbrellas isn't really popped on the other side. She couldn't run, and she will go down. Oh, no, that was actually the Lolita who went down.
That's
Wow.
right. And right now, though, Pakbet is nowhere to be found. Backup is not enough. And legendary for the Harley. What can you say about that, Butters? Looking like a DD No Limit game so far.
And DD No Limit, I mean, the time spikes here for Obs Gaming hasn't really come yet. I mean, they have more items to actually get here now. But for the side of DD No Limit, some of them are very, some of them, if you look at it, they have 8,900 gold. They have 7,370, 41 gold.
Exactly.
Rather. So, it would take a lot of time for the Gushon to actually just finish. He doesn't really have that superior team fight spam or
Exactly.
skill AoE.
And look at that, Gio gets caught out again by 5 members of the Ops Gaming squad. Finally, they fight back. Gio is just trying to survive, but on the backline, Chico on that Hellcurt demolishes the backline for Ops Gaming.
Oh, look at this. He's trying to run away, but still, Hellcurt is there. It is a 4-for-1.
And a triple kill for the Hellcurt on the other side. Zapnu, he tries to trade for anything, but DD No Limit just super smart. They go for the base right off the bat. They take tower as well.
And I think this is it. Ops Gaming can't do much about it. No.
The solo defense by Zapnu. Chico just wailing on the front. He goes in for the win. They even up the game. It's a 1-1. DD No Limit take game 2.
DD No Limit here. They wanted to get the win, and this is well deserved. These are the surprises that I want to see for the playoffs, and I got it. I got 2-1 game.
Yeah, it's the complete opposite of the feeling in your bones, bro.
Yeah.
DD No Limit.
But will we get an upset?
That is a big question. There's still a lot of cleaning up in terms of the way DD No Limit plays this game. We really have to look forward to the next match because for the first time today, we have a series, Butters.
I love how they baited out the Gushon. They know that they're ready for it. And Zapnu, he was actually shut down.
He was.
From minute 10. From minute 8, I think.
Yeah, I mean, from there, it was just a downhill fight for Obs Gaming. There were times they were trying to fight back, and they were slowly winning some of them, but they were losing everything else.
Yeah.
And DD No Limit, despite Obs Gaming having control of the map most of the time, they keep winning the fights. I mean, even though Obs Gaming had good macro, if you keep losing your fights, that's not gonna bid well for your team.
Yeah. And considering that the other team's composition is quite scary in terms of having this mobile softy assassin.
Yep.
He got punished really hard.
So hard.
So hard.
I mean, the Gushon was one hero that is very difficult to carry from if you're playing from behind.
I mean, it does have this wave clear, but it's not that strong. And I mean, two hits from the Hellcurt was enough to take it down.
Yeah, and those
It
dagger
says a lot.
throws, they can only hit one wave. After that, it's basically normal attacks,
Yeah.
which if you don't have items, your normal attacks won't really hurt a lot. Let's look at these fights from earlier where DD No Limit were taking objective after objective, stealing them from Obs Gaming as well.
But here, if you look at it, it seems that DD No Limit had the control. But, well, it is what it is. Considering that OG,
that was
OG
brutal.
we were telling that they are playing well. means that DD No Limit is bringing their A game as well.
Exactly. I mean, DD No Limit, they answered. They did not get flashed by the star power of OBS Gaming. And I think they worked really well. That last fight was so critical as well. That tipped the scales in their power. Even though they lost a lot of members here, they still got the Lord. That was also super important for DD No Limit.
And let's see what will happen. I think we're going to take a short break. But when we come back, it's going to be Game 3. The conclusion of DD No Limit versus OBS Gaming. We will end this here. We need to know our upper bracket finalists.
We do.
And we need to know who's going to the lower bracket. So just stay there, stick around. I am Butters and I am with
Rockhard.
And we'll be back after a short break.
Don't touch that browser.
Oh, I think they're showing the highlights first.
Oh yeah, they are.
Wow. Yeah. Nice. So technically, let's just talk about it. Let's just take a break later.
Yeah, let's take a break later. I mean, I still have some energy. I mean,
Yeah.
this game, look at that fight. It was red all over. The red health bars were so dominant, but suddenly the blue ones from DD No Limit, they started demolishing everyone because of the assassination from the back by Chico.
Yeah.
That was very critical in winning that
Look
fight.
at Zapno here. He was just controlled. I mean, the Martes has been a very bad matchup for these kinds of slippery heroes. I mean, the Fanic can actually work around him. But for others like Bushon, the Lancelot, if they get caught out by that bite, they're done for.
Yeah, it just goes to show that, you know, you don't need to be super flashy.
Yeah.
You just need to be precise on where the targets you hit are. Like what you saw earlier. Chico, he was on the back line. He wasn't needed in the front. He went to where it was needed. Right there on the mages, on the assassins of DD No Limit and of OBS Gaming. And after that, it was just Zabnu all alone trying to defend a base against 4 people, which is definitely going to be an impossible task.
And well, we've actually talked a lot about the game, and I think it's a very one-sided game if you think about it. I don't really remember OBS Gaming pulling out something memorable in that game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
it
OBS
was
Gaming,
all DD No Limit.
I think OBS Gaming, they still have some sort of hidden trump card because I don't believe that this is it. This is not their final form yet. I think DD No Limit was very good in taking that win, but OBS Gaming, they still have something hidden on their sleeves.
Yeah, and I think can we actually take the break now?
I don't think we are.
I don't think we're going to have a break.
I actually don't think. I think we're
you're
gonna
not
go
gonna go for a
straight
break.
off.
We're
right
just gonna
there.
go straight off.
Yeah, we're gonna go straight into the fight, and we will.
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know what's happening.
They're gonna be loading up into the band, pick and ban. I can hear it. They're gonna be doing the pick and bans, and this is gonna be so exciting.
And let's head to the pick and bans.
There you go.
No more breaks. Let's just go for it.
They're very excited to find out who are going to be the next winners. Can't believe this is going to be it. And I just love what's happening here. Oh, hello there.
Couples.
Hello, couples all over, man. I'm starting to get a bit jealous here. So many couples showing up on stage today, still in an overcrowded Mall of Asia Music Hall. Again, we are live. And again, this is going to be so much more fun to deal with, again, because of how many people are here. I can just feel the energy in the air.
Energy in the air, indeed, and there are a lot more energy outside of the venue. Because there are a lot of people who got knocked out just because this is a full house.
Yeah,
everyone wants to watch, and everyone is just staying outside to actually see this tournament unfold.
Yeah, that's right. Again, this is the English broadcast for the international community of Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Again, I am Rockhard. I'm here
You're
with Butters.
Rockhard. I'm Butters.
We are Rockhard. Is
Is
that good? I like that. We are Rockhard.
hard.
Nice, nice. What?
We are hard in terms of
Hard.
in terms of work. We are
Yeah,
hard
we are.
Your
We're
team
very
is
hard.
We're like
picking.
rock hard in working.
All right, so
Okay.
picks and bans, bro. Fanny, for surprisingly, OG Obsidian was the one who banned this. What do you think
The
about that?
enemy is picking.
I mean, Fanny is one of those heroes that if you can't really take him, or take her rather, in the first two picks,
First pick, yeah.
you won't really want
Oh,
him. Oh,
look at that.
Oh, look at these
careful,
ladies.
careful. Okay, so
Okay.
Hellcurt has been locked in as well as the smartest OG. Obs Gaming trying to steal the composition of DD No Limit here.
and he's no limit. I mean, Mortis and the Jawhead, two of the best
Your
fighters.
team is picking.
If they can actually win this, and look at this.
What is happening? I do not see what is happening
I
right
do
now.
not see this.
Okay, so look at this.
The
Bakbet
enemy is
is
picking.
locked down with that Harley, and of course Jeff Cutie still strong on the Lolita. Not super surprising, but still so much more to offer here for DD No Limit. I think DD No Limit is gonna be forced to come up with something new, and I think we're just gonna have to wait and see if that works for them or not.
Yeah, and considering that these are the lineups, I mean, they just switched in terms of tanks. I mean, Yan Yan here will go for the Hylos now. Well, they did actually get it, but in terms of like fighters, they got Jawhead right now. OG got Jawhead, and for the other side, they got the Akai.
Exactly.
So a
I
lot
think-
of openings, a lot of openings.
and a lot of solid compositions. I think both teams, they kind of went for the meta picks. I really like that. I like the meta picks here for both teams, and I think that can go a long way in ensuring this becomes not one-sided fight.
Yeah. I hope it's not a one-sided fight.
Yeah,
I
well,
hope it's a 50-minute game.
Oh, easy there, partner.
I hope
50
it's a
minutes.
50-minute game where it's a nail biter, where one mistake can actually win the team both of the games. I mean, it's a fitting playoff game.
It is.
But technically, I don't really want that because we all want to take breaks sometimes. But
But this is going to be a good conclusion to
yeah,
a very
this is a very good conclusion.
for this game, by the way. This is an all-day event. You can see the sun is still up. We are going to be giving you a lot more Mobile Legends action until the closing of this day. And we are basically just almost halfway. Again, this is the Mobile Legends Backman Professional League 2018 Grand Finals. If you just joined us, I am Rockhart, and I'm with Butters, and we are going to be giving you game free for the first time today.
Obs Gaming, DD No Limit. This is a very, very fun match. Our first 3-game series, and technically, I am excited. I want to have this feeling again of like knowing two teams have this thing to go into the upper bracket and has a chance to go to the lower bracket.
Yes.
Both of them have that chance.
Whoa, look at this.
Oh,
Daniel
look at
gets
this.
caught out
Daniel-
right
oh,
after the loading
gets thrown
screen.
out,
He
but still,
dies.
He
First
actually
blood.
gets
Ghost.
pummeled. Ejector, my friends, what are they doing?
Talk about excited. Oh my dear.
They threw him out.
He threw them out. He threw them back.
It's like Obs Gaming went, Jeff Forever went like, hey bro, you wanna join our team? Okay.
Come here, join our team. Come here.
here.
And then they killed him. Traitor.
Oh,
Anyway.
oh no, they killed them because, we forgot, it's not 6v6. It's 5v5.
We don't need
Don't
you.
worry about it.
And right now, Obs Gaming, they got what they need, which is gold. From that first blood, they will.
Oh, it's another engagement. Look at that, YOLO with the dash. They're trying to take him down. Jana here has his level 3, but still, it's on cooldown. Let's see what will happen. One more hit. Yes, Samu will get it. And Lolita here. Oh my god, that's not a Lolita. Just Lolita.
That was
actually
mad. Yeah.
supporting that Hellcurt, taking down that Kagura.
YOLO.
And that is an open grab.
Exactly. This super strong combo, YOLO and Zapnu, showing up big just when you need a lot of boost. Goldie is already at 1.5k. Deadly Poison Stingers kills him under tower. Zapnu gets another kill for himself.
And he is not called one of the best assassins of the Philippines if he doesn't really do those kinds of risky plays.
Exactly.
My goodness, Zapnu here.
That's Zapnu for you, playing it close to the edge, but still getting away with his life after doing a very scary attempt under tower. And right now, because of that, Ups Gaming will get control of the turtle area and more gold for their own.
And here comes JL. JL try to run away. Let's see what will happen. Harley here. Pakbet will get it. Let's see. Daniel trying to fight 1v1 with the great one here. Pakbet just trying to deal as much damage with those cards. Jeff Kitty Forever with the ejector, but he has a 1,000 pounder, and I think that is a disengage.
Absolutely. Ups Gaming showing up strong whenever they're needed. This smart, this Akai is going to take a lot of time before it can ramp up to be effective. If you're level 3, you're an Akai, you need the Hurricane Dance to make something happen. And I think right now Ups Gaming capitalizing on the fact that they don't have that yet.
I mean, if you would think about it, Pakbet here, just getting the kills, 2 kills before the 5-minute mark, wow, that would really boost his farm significantly.
This is the team that needs to make that happen. They are the team that needs all that gold, and everything is just going their way right now.
And let's see if Ops Gaming can actually take this momentum. I mean, they're a team that believes in momentum. If they can actually get this, then they just might actually go to the upper bracket and semifinals.
I mean, we were talking to Zeus earlier. He said he doesn't actually believe in it, but right now his team looks like they have it. They try to go for the kill, but Glorious Pathway going to be procced out of the way, making sure they're safe and making sure they maintain that gold lead.
And I think Jeff Kitty Forever wants to fight.
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
wants to go in with unstoppable force. They're just trying to be careful. And look at that on the top lane. There's this engage. And Jeff Kitty Forever, he wants to fight. As long as his unstoppable force is up, he wants to fight.
And Obsidian Gaming looking like they want to finish this in record time. 4 minutes in, they're already 3k gold ahead. Wow, that is just monstrous here. Monstrous performance from Ops Gaming. They go for the turtle right off the bat.
They go for the turtle indeed, and here we go. I think the turtle here will be a significant part of the engagements. Let's see what will happen. Jeff Kitty Forever is trying to see if he can actually catch out a Kagura or probably a Gushon.
Yeah, very unlikely, but still, I love this. What Ops Gaming is doing here, they're starving out DD No Limit, and right now Chico caught in a rock in a hard place.
And let's see.
And while all that was happening,
on the top lane, Jan going in for the kill.
And
look at
Hellkurt
that.
got the bottom tower.
Mechanically superior.
Absolutely.
In terms of individual play.
Solo kill for Ops Gaming.
Solo kills, team play, just actually knowing if he can do it or he cannot do it. That is Ops Gaming at its finest.
That's right. But right now, I think DD No Limit, they're starting to hunt for that small window that they can exploit. It's just that Ops Gaming just so good at hiding their weaknesses that they're looking unstoppable right now anywhere on the map.
And I mean, Zapnu here is just getting farm. Look at that. Gold, 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 gold. Look at his net worth.
Over and over again.
Akai and Saber, at their net worth, you get Hellkurt.
Exactly, and that's an assassin.
And at the same time, look at Harley. Harley has the same formula.
3-0 and 2. Absolutely monstrous because of that tower.
Look at that.
Deadly Poison Stinger.
Oh my goodness, that is disgusting, ridiculous damage coming out here from that Hellkurt.
And that's what happens when you give gold to a Hellkurt this early on in the fight. Everyone else just starts to look like paper.
Yan Yen, oh, he actually used the dash. but he
Oh,
will
no.
actually get caught by Jeff Beauty Forever Ejector, and that is it.
That's basically it.
Wrong.
No limit.
Wrong way, my friend. Wrong
Ah,
way.
that is correct, my friend.
But Zapnu, oh my goodness, going for the kill.
Right now they do get caught. They get what they want and they run away with it. Just like a rob bank. They get the money, they get the Lord, and they get control of the map completely.
Let's see. Lord has been slain. Let's see, Pakbet here. What will they do next? Will they just go and push this lane? Will they want the Lord to spawn in the middle lane? That is the question.
I think it will not. It might go to the bottom lane.
Yeah,
That's because they did lose the tower on the bot lane. But look at that. Ops Gaming just keeping the pressure up against DD No Limit non-stop. They're not even going back to the base anymore. They just keep going. They're just waiting for the Lord before they make that one big push.
And let's see. Like, they can actually control the jungle of Ops game, of DD No Limit right now. And they have that capability.
They do, absolutely. They
And
should.
if this is the regular season Ops Gaming, I think they will just go and dive this. But look at that discipline coming out from them.
Yeah, they're just keeping it smart and steady, playing to their advantage and making sure that DD No Limit has no answer to their attacks.
Let's see YOLO here. Numyon Blast, I'm actually excited to see one. Let's see. Here we go.
Like
When
you
we
said,
go,
oh, double
Hey,
decker,
people,
double team,
oh my goodness! Wombo combo! Let's go!
Hey, sorry,
Oh my
sorry,
goodness!
sorry.
Chico is the next hero to go down! Let's see, J.O. trying to actually fight!
That is
the
game!
fight! You can
is
actually
game!
get it! That combo coming up from
That
Ops
was
Gaming!
beautiful!
Oh my goodness!
Oh
In
my
convincing
dear!
fashion!
Oh my dear!
Ah!
What the heck just happened there? Just from one Numenon blast.
Numenon Blast, I'm excited to see one. And what a treat. What a treat.
You were given exactly what we asked for.
They didn't really give me the 5 kill.
Not yet,
Zapnu.
Hellcurt, yeah,
Hellcurt.
it's fine.
No, Fanny.
Ah, yeah, that wouldn't happen.
But they gave me a 3-man Numenon
Numenon
Blast.
blast. And they gave you such a good finish as well to a very crunchy, exciting series. Again, Ops Gaming wins the match 2-1 against DD No Limit. DD No Limit goes to the lower bracket, and Ops Gaming, they go out with a bang.
And look at the Zapnu fangirls just screaming their lungs out. And they're just, you know, they're just trying to make their voices heard.
Exactly.
Zapnu, marry me. Zapnu, you are my one true idol. But no love for YOLO.
Absolutely.
No love.
YOLO was the key performer there, making sure that Zapnu stays alive. He was even part of the first blood, where Zapnu got it, but YOLO was there who attacked the No Limit until the first blood was within reach, giving a Hellcurt so much gold at the beginning of the game.
Technically, I'm just gonna call that play a Hail Mary. It's not really a losing match, but if you saw it, they didn't really have vision.
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't have vision.
That just happened. There were 3 people behind the tower.
Yeah, and no one was actually expecting it. So in a way, it was a Hail Mary. They didn't really know that it was going to be the game winner. So technically,
let's check out the highlights. Like I was saying, YOLO was the one who enabled the first blood on the Kagura, giving Zapnu all that gold. And over and over again.
Jeff Beauty Forever just going for the ejector. There are 2 enablers in this game. Our 2 fighters, probably our tank. And YOLO here, another enable, just hitting it, giving Zapnu the kill. And Zapnu, and look at this, beautiful.
Beautiful. My God, what a beautiful Numenon Blast Flicker combo by the Lolita. Again, that's YOLO for you.
And J.O. just trying to survive, but no help given. They're just like, dude, you
It
do
was
realize
just-
you're dead, right?
Exactly.
You do realize that your Hylos is dead. Okay,
And
okay, I give up.
after that, because they lost their tanks, again, they lost their primary damage dealers, Digital Devils No Limit just went all the way down,
Yeah.
and that was the game. That was brought to you again here.
That was actually a nice experience having a 3-game series.
It was.
Well,
For a change.
we did get the expected winner, but I mean, it is what it is, player. It is what it is.
Exactly. DD No Limit still put up a tremendous fight. Beating all expectations, I'm pretty sure, from our analyst desk as well on the Philippine stream. I mean, it was just beautiful, and I really loved how they implemented some of their changes, but in the end of the day, OBS Gaming coming out strong, ending with a strong super stomp.
And I do think that with all that being spoken, I think we should take a short break, and probably we might have something for you when we come back.
Oh,
So,
I actually might, because I
we
want to
don't
see
know.
more games,
Yeah.
but I think the next game should be Aether Valkyrie versus Invictus Gods.
Yeah.
Oh man, another
Oh, man.
one. Another David and Goliath fight. What'd you
Another
say?
David and Goliath fight. And I mean, this is the first day, so we're going to expect a lot of it. But I mean, I want David to win.
Of course.
I want a David to win. So please, Invictus Gods, you are our last hope. Do it, please. Do it for the children. Just joking. But still,
All right.
we are going to head to our break. And thank you for watching. Thank you for staying tuned. We are still going to have a lot of matches coming your way. So stay there, stick around. We might have giveaways. Don't worry about it.
That's
And
right.
we got you guys. I am Butters. He is Rockhart. And we'll be back after a very short break.
Into a shield. When this shield is active, Hanabi is immune to all control effects. Using the control immunity effect of Hanabi's shield can help her escape the clutches of many enemies and their control effects, making up for her lack of movement displacement skills. First skill, Ninjutsu Petal Barrage. Hanabi consumes mana to unleash the Flower Demon sealed within the Higanbana, firing petal blades at her enemies. After each basic attack hits, a new blade will spawn and deal physical damage to the enemy. Consecutive hits deal less damage. Passive. This skill grants Hanabi a certain amount of lifesteal, which increases each time Petal Barrage is upgraded. This is Hanabi's core skill, providing both high lifesteal and the ability to deal high damage in team fights. Second skill, Ninjutsu Soul Scroll. Fires a kunai in the specified direction attached with a scroll sealed by demonic flower energy. Deals physical damage to enemies and hits along the way and slows them. Hanabi will recover mana for each enemy hero hit. This mana regeneration effect will decay when hitting multiple heroes. As toggling Ninjutsu Petal Barrage on will cause each basic attack to consume mana, Hanabi must try to hit as many heroes as possible with Soul Scroll in order to ensure her sustainability while slowing enemies to limit their positioning. Ultimate, Forbidden Jutsu Higanbana. When the flowers blossom, the leaves are forgotten. Hanabi completely unlocks the Higanbana seal and launches it at the enemy. After hitting an enemy, the Higanbana blooms, dealing physical damage and immobilizing them, and then spreads to nearby enemies. After a certain period of time, if the enemy is still within range of the Higanbana, a new flower will appear, causing the same damage and immobilization effect. The spreading effect only works once per hero, but it still makes this skill critical in team fights. After immobilizing multiple enemies, Hanabi's basic attack projectiles can deal huge damage to the enemy team. In terms of equipment selection, we suggest the following 3 sets of recommended equipment.